Your gut is more than a digestion tube. It is one of the body's main defense lines. Every meal brings nutrition, but it also brings tiny irritants and microbes from the outside world. The gut decides what may pass into the body and what must be pushed out. When this system stays balanced, you can feel steady energy, calmer sleep, and a more predictable day. When it becomes unstable, discomfort in the belly can spread into fatigue, mood changes, and a weaker ability to recover. This script explains gut health in a calm, practical way for older adults, focusing on simple signals and routines you can use at home. Start with what the gut does. After food leaves the stomach, most digestion and absorption happen in the small intestine. What remains moves into the large intestine, where water is adjusted and stool is formed. But the gut does not only handle waste. Under the lining of the intestines, immune tissues are densely placed because the gut meets the outside world every single day. The body keeps many immune guards there to watch for threats. And to prevent overreaction, a healthy gut can respond when necessary without becoming overly inflamed. And it can also avoid reacting too strongly to harmless triggers. How can you tell if your gut is healthy? The first clue is your personal bowel rhythm. There is a wide normal range, but the most important point is change. If your usual pattern suddenly shifts, that shift is information. Pay attention not only to frequency but also to form, urgency, pain, gas, and the feeling after you finish. A stable pattern that feels complete is often a sign of a calmer gut. Many people label anything watery as diarrhea. In reality, what matters is the full picture. True diarrhea often comes with clear fluid loss, dehydration risk, and sometimes weight loss if it continues. Some people have frequent loose stools without weight loss and without nighttime symptoms. That can happen when the colon becomes sensitive and moves too quickly during the day. On the other hand, symptoms that wake you at night, unexplained weight loss, fever, or blood are not something to ignore. Those are warning signs that deserve medical evaluation. Another core concept is the gut barrier. Think of the gut lining as a selective wall built from tightly connected cells. This wall keeps harmful particles from slipping through, while allowing nutrients to pass. Poor sleep, heavy alcohol use, chronic stress, infections, and irregular eating can weaken this barrier. When the barrier is weakened, inflammation can rise more easily, and the body may feel tired or achy more often. That is one reason gut care is closely tied to overall recovery and resilience. Gut microbes are also part of the story. The intestines host a huge community of microbes that help break down food leftovers, support the gut lining, and compete with harmful organisms. This community changes quickly based on what you eat and how you live. A diet with more vegetables, legumes, seaweed, nuts, and whole grains tends to support diversity and steadier fermentation. A diet dominated by sweets, refined flour, and ultra-processed foods can push the balance in an unfavorable direction. The goal is not to fear one food, but to build a pattern that the gut can handle day after day. People often ask whether probiotics are required. They can help some individuals, but they are not a magic requirement for everyone. If daily habits are unstable, adding a supplement may not change much. If daily habits become steady, the gut ecosystem often improves even without supplements. When trying any probiotic food or capsule, begin small. Observe your own reaction and avoid the idea that more is always better. Fiber is one of the most practical tools. Fiber feeds helpful microbes and supports normal stool formation. There are different types. Soluble fiber becomes gel-like and can support a smoother stool and more stable digestion. Oats, barley, apples, citrus, seaweed, and some beans are common sources. Insoluble fiber adds bulk and helps the intestines move. Many vegetables, mushrooms, and the outer parts of whole grains are in this group. A mix of both is usually best. If you have a lot of gas or bloating, a simple message like "eat more fiber" can feel stressful. Instead, adjust gently. Cook vegetables rather than eating them raw. Add legumes in small amounts. Notice whether onions, garlic, or very sweet fruits worsen your symptoms. Slow down your eating speed. Many people swallow extra air when they eat quickly, talk a lot during meals, use a straw, or drink carbonated beverages. That extra air becomes gas later. Slower meals can reduce this more than people expect. Water matters, especially in the morning. A glass of water after waking can help activate the natural bowel reflex. Older adults often drink less water because thirst signals become weaker with age. Aim for steady hydration through the day rather than large amounts at once. If you increase fiber, increase water as well, otherwise, stool can become harder. Movement supports the gut. The intestines move with the body. Long sitting can slow gut motion and worsen constipation. Gentle walking, light stretching, or even moving around the house after meals can support bowel rhythm and reduce stress. The goal is not intense exercise, but consistent daily motion that fits your body. Stress and the gut are closely linked. The gut has a rich nerve network and communicates with the brain. When anxiety rises, some people get urgency and cramps. Others become constipated. The connection goes both ways. Gut discomfort can increase worry, and worry can worsen gut discomfort. Simple breathing, predictable sleep, and short walks are surprisingly effective for breaking the cycle. Now recognize red flags. Seek evaluation if you notice blood in stool that repeats, black tar-like stool, persistent fever, unexplained weight loss, severe pain that worsens, nighttime symptoms that wake you, or ongoing bowel changes that do not settle. Family history of colon disease also increases the importance of screening and timely evaluation. Screening is not only about finding cancer. One major purpose of colonoscopy is prevention. Many growths in the colon do not cause symptoms, but some can become cancer over years. Removing certain polyps early can reduce future risk. Following recommended screening intervals is one of the strongest prevention actions available. Inflammatory bowel diseases are another issue. Chronic inflammation in the intestines can cause more than digestive symptoms. It can be linked with joint pain, skin issues, and fatigue. Long-lasting inflammation can lead to complications, such as narrowing of the bowel or fistulas. Early recognition and consistent management help protect the gut over time. Infections can also disturb the gut. After food poisoning or a strong stomach virus, some people develop ongoing sensitivity, gas, or alternating constipation and loose stools. This may happen because the gut, ecosystem, and immune responses were shaken during the infection. Recovery often improves when meals become regular, irritants are reduced, and fiber and hydration are rebuilt gradually. Medications can influence bowel habits. Iron supplements can darken stool and may worsen constipation. Magnesium can loosen stool. Some pain medicines can irritate the digestive tract or slow gut movement. If bowel habits change soon after starting a new medicine, consider the timing and discuss it with a professional instead of assuming it is random. A practical daily routine can help. After waking, drink water slowly. If you feel the urge to go, do not delay. Build a calm toilet routine and avoid sitting too long. Eat breakfast rather than skipping it, because regular meals support regular bowel reflexes. Include a protein item and a cooked vegetable side when possible, and keep very sweet foods as small additions rather than the main meal. After meals, take a short walk. In the evening, choose lighter foods and reduce late-night snacks, so the gut can rest while you sleep. For constipation, focus on 4 basics: water, gradual fiber, movement, and a predictable time. For urgency and frequent stools, reduce strong irritants such as spicy foods, heavy fried foods, excessive caffeine, and carbonated drinks. Eat smaller portions, chew well, and create calm. Breathing when your body feels rushed. Gut health is not a trend and not a one-week project. It is the slow rebuilding of rhythm. Some days will feel better and some days will feel worse, especially during stress, poor sleep, or seasonal infections. When that happens, return to basics instead of giving up. One small habit repeated consistently can change your gut's baseline over time. Remember this: when your gut feels calm, your day feels lighter. Start with one simple step today. Add 1 cooked vegetable side. Drink 1 morning glass of water. Slow down 1 meal. Take 1 short walk. Your body will notice. When bloating is the main complaint, try separating the problem into timing and amount. Does the swelling appear soon after meals or later in the evening? Does it happen after dairy, after wheat-based foods, or after large fruit portions? Keeping a simple note for a week can reveal patterns without turning eating into a stressful project. If you have dental issues or reduced appetite, it may be hard to eat enough fiber. In that case, focus on softer options: oatmeal, cooked pumpkin, soft tofu, mashed beans, ripe bananas in small portions, and well-cooked vegetables. Texture matters for comfort. The gut also depends on regular sleep. When bedtime shifts later and later, bowel rhythm often becomes less predictable. A steady wake time, morning, light, and a quiet evening routine can improve both sleep and digestion. Avoid making sudden extreme changes. A sudden large fiber increase can produce more gas because microbes ferment new material quickly. A gradual increase gives your gut time to adapt. If you use a laxative, aim to understand why you needed it. Dehydration, low fiber, low movement, or delaying the urge are common causes. Fixing the cause usually works better than relying on stronger stimulation. If you have diabetes or blood pressure issues, gut-friendly eating often supports those conditions too. A plate with vegetables, a steady protein, and moderate carbohydrates tends to support both digestion and metabolic stability. Season matters. Hot weather increases dehydration risk and can worsen constipation. If you sweat more, cold weather often reduces movement and can slow the gut. Adjust water and walking according to the season. If you feel weak, dizzy, or confused during ongoing vomiting or diarrhea, that can be a sign of dehydration or electrolyte imbalance. In older adults, this can become serious quickly, so seek help early rather than waiting. Do not ignore repeated bleeding, severe pain, or ongoing changes. Many serious conditions are treatable, and earlier evaluation protects your future comfort. Remember this simple rule: when the gut feels calm, the day feels lighter. Start with one small change today. 1 glass of water in the morning, 1 slower meal, 1 short walk. Small rhythm creates strong health.